What's up, everybody? I'm Jane Sawyer, and this is Jane Sawyer Makes a Bat Air Freshener for my car. Car stinks. I gave it a clean out last week, which has kind of helped the situation, but it's still a little musty and dusty. Next week I'm going camping and I'm going to be sleeping in my car, so I need to remedy this situation. Now, I could just go buy an air freshener, but I am sensitive to a lot of scents. There's very few things that I can have scented around that don't give me a headache. Excuse me. And also, I'm buying something that doesn't scratch my craftability itch. So we're gonna make a cute little DIY car air freshener situation. If you don't have a car, stick around because the same project will work great for brightening up a closet, or if you wanted to hang it in a windowsill, when the sun hits it, it'll warm it up and kind of spread the scent around your room. All you need is some air dry clay and maybe some paint.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna use this mineral-based air dry clay that I have. I think a paper clay one will work fine. I wouldn't use any foam clay because with it being in the window of my car, I think it would just break down really quickly in the sunlight. I start with a small chunk of clay. This clay really benefits from giving it a good knead before you start working with it. We're gonna roll it into a ball and push a finger down into the center of it. If this hurts your finger or you hate clay under your fingernails, just use a tool instead. With your thumb inside the ball of clay, turn and pinch it against your fingers, making a little tiny pinch pot just a smidge bigger than your thumb. To get rid of finger marks in the clay, I tap the form gently with the back of a spoon. Give it a little tappity tap on the table to even out the opening and set this little thumb pot aside. I'm going to grab another bit of clay here and squish it down to about 3 millimeters thick. I cut that in half and then cut out these mirrored trapezoid shapes that'll be wings. I'm just using a paring knife from the dollar store here. The handle of the knife makes a great little sculpting tool to impress some texture into the wings. I set the wings aside and rolled out 2 tiny little teeth. And the last bit I want to prepare is the ears. Whenever I need to make 2 parts the exact same size, I want to make sure that I'm using equal amounts of clay for both pieces. So I roll out a ball of clay and then cut it in half. I found it's really easy to cut a sphere in half by eyeballing it, and then I always end up with 2 equal parts of clay. I just pinch the top of the ball halves into teardrop shapes and push an indent with the end of my knife. In addition, I'm going to make a few rough balls of clay. These will be my scent diffusers later. So the clay is really soft and squishy right now, and I think if I try to put this together, it's just going to mush. I'm going to go get something to eat and let the pieces firm up a little bit before I stick them together. Okay, it's been about an hour, so we'll just check on our pieces and see if they're a little less mushy. Okay, so this is a good consistency to work with now. It's much more firm, still damp, not at all squishy. I use a toothpick to gently poke 2 holes in opposite sides of the thumb pot. Don't get too close to the edge here. Now I'm going to attach the wings above each of the holes. With this particular clay, I join parts with a technique borrowed from ceramics. I scratch up the surface I want to glue, and then using a moistened finger, I wet those scratches. I press this wet spot against where I want to join it, and this leaves a watermark, so I know where to scratch into that surface. Now I can squish the pieces together, and all the scratches on each side will lock together like Velcro. I use a toothpick to smooth the seams together and really solidify that connection. Although it's a bit time consuming, I use this technique to join all the pieces together moving forward. If I were using a paper-based clay instead of this mineral-based one, I would skip all this and just join the damp pieces together with a good quality white glue. I stick on the little teeth, then use a bit of fresh clay to make a lower lip. I blend that in really well with my finger. I use a dull pencil crayon to poke some eyes and a toothpick to press in some nose dents. At this point, I hated how the teeth and lip looked. I thought he'd be way cuter without it, so I ripped it off and smoothed out the clay again. Yeah, much better. So here's my little sculpture and the 3 extra little balls. I'm gonna move these to a warm place and let them dry overnight. Our little guy is all dry, so let's paint him. When the paint is dry, I give him a clear coat to finish him off and let that dry really well. Then I tie some string looped through the toothpick hole so that he can hang upside down. These 3 dry clay balls have no paint, so they can absorb some scented oil. I can pick a scent and pop it in, but if I ever want to refresh or change out that scent, I can use a new clay ball. You, of course, don't need to make a bat. I made another little thumb pot, gave it a terracotta paint job, strung it up, and put in some plastic foliage, and it looks like a mini little hanging planter. And here it is in my car. I really think this is going to help the mustiness situation in here with a nice mild smell, so I can still sleep in here comfortably when I'm camping. Give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and if you made it this far, comment the bat or houseplant emoji to let me know which version you like better. If you give any version of this project a try, or if you put your own spin or style on it, I'd love if you'd tag me so I can see it. I'm at Jane Sawyer Makes on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Threads, Reddit, X, DeviantArt, all of them. And check out the build article for this and other fun projects, along with my merch store for artists and crafters over at janesawyermakes.com. Like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.